What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another top 10 video where in this video I'm going to count down the top 10 iconic moments from the Dynasty Warriors series. Now I did a whole individual series for each game, what the best moments were. And in this one, I just want to count down the top 10 moments that pretty much occur in all the games or that have happened in the game. So this is going to be top 10 moments that, when you think of Dynasty Warriors, these 10 little moments, if you put them together in a little file and said, this is what Dynasty Warriors is about, this would be a very good summary of what that would mean. Let's go ahead and jump into a few honorable mentions. I'm going to rapid fire through them because I think I have 4 or 5 here. Just going to mention them, have a little clip play about them, and then move on to the top 10. And starting off with the first honorable mention, Dynasty Warriors 3, Sima Yi getting hit in the face with an arrow. Great moment, iconic, I love it, so great. Moving on to the next one, Dynasty Warriors 7, the end of the Three Kingdoms. Now, it can either be when Liu Shan surrenders, those cutscenes, or the ending cutscene in Dynasty Warriors 7. Just the signal of the end of the Three Kingdoms, super iconic. And then we have Zhuge Liang blowing the wind.
Pause.
And the last honorable mention I have is all the magic moments in the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
Feel the power of my...
No, not just that, but I mean the wind and the lightning and the, all the special rocks and crazy stuff that the Zhang brothers or Zhang Jiao himself do during the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Super iconic. That's what they're known for. And I think that's going to be it. Okay, cool. So we're going to move on to the top 10 most iconic moments from the Dynasty Warriors series. Let me know what you guys think about my list down below. What do you think about when you think about the Dynasty Warriors series? Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, starting off at number 10, it could be argued that it's not an iconic moment, but I had to include it. So I put it at number 10 because it's not something that's part of all the games. But when it happened, it was so crispy. Coming in at number 10, we have... Dynasty Warriors 7, Sima Yi and his devious, delicious, looking smile. To me personally, that is one of the most iconic moments from the game. He doesn't do it in any of the other games. He has moments in Dynasty Warriors 6, I think, and maybe a couple other games, but Dynasty Warriors 7 is the epitome of this guy. This guy is a monster, and you do not want to get on the bad side of him. And that whole shot of him just turning around, bowing, and having that, just everything looks beautiful. I had to include it. No, it doesn't go across all the games, but it's just a great moment. One of my favorites, and that's why it's here at number 10. Now, going into number 9, this event is mentioned in all the games. It's something that is super pivotal to a specific battle. And when we play the battle, especially when we're on the side of South's team, we're always looking for where this thing is, and that's going to be the fire attack at Wu Chao.
What was that? You say that every bit of our supplies are gone, all put to the torch?
One of the more iconic moments from the game. It's a big battle, South, the underdog going against Yuan Chao, getting pushed back, but always finding that compound within the games is the key to getting the upper hand, boosting your morale. Most games include it. I don't think there's a game out there that hasn't included the Wu Chao supply depot bit. So it's one of the more iconic moments from the game, 100%. You can't have the Battle of Guandu without the Wu Chao supply moment, and that's why it's here for me at number 9. Next up, coming in at number 8, we got another beautiful, iconic moment. It is referenced in most of the games. Maybe in the earlier games it's not as grandiose, but in the later games they highlight it. They let you know how awesome of a moment this guy is in this battle. Coming in at number 8, we've got Zhang Liao appearing at the Battle of Hefei.
Face the wrath of my blade!
A very good spectacle. It has to be because of the odds that this character was going against and overcoming and marking his legacy with this battle, putting the stamp on the legend that he is. Most games do his appearance pretty well in this game. The intimidating aura, the over-the-top entrances that he comes in. You're playing Hefei, whether you're on the Wei or the Wu side, if you're Zhang Liao or not, you're looking for those moments of how does he partake in the Battle of Hefei? Where's his big moments at? Because this battle signifies one of the biggest and most incredible feats from this time period. So it's got to be here at number 8 for me. Let's go ahead and move on to number 7. Next up, coming in at number 7, we've got a face-off between two iconic characters in an extremely iconic moment. It's not in every game, but the games that come to mind is Dynasty Warriors 5 and Dynasty Warriors 9, where they show this event. It's a great event that they pit these two characters together and they have their moment of confrontation in a way, and that's going to be...
In this land today, there are but two true heroes. Can you name them?
No. I'm afraid that I lack the wisdom to make such a judgment.
Liu Bei and Cao Cao and their two heroes talk. Definitely one of the most iconic moments in the game, the biggest rivalry, head to head, having their little philosophical-ish moment. Cao Cao spilling it out for Liu Bei of the state of the land and what really is going to happen, the foreshadowing of the great battles that are going to commence between these two legendary characters. And this moment in the games has always been captured pretty nicely when it is included. It's not in all the games, but Dynasty Warriors 5, Dynasty Warriors 9, they do it perfectly. Such a great tense moment, really building up for a great story that is following after this event. But Liu Bei and Cao Cao sitting down during their little two-hero talk. You got the lightning blasting out, Liu Bei getting scared, all that good stuff. Coming in at number 7, the two heroes facing off is going to be my pick. Now coming in at number 6, we're getting into the juicy, iconic moments. These are the ones that make the game beautiful. Coming in at number 6, we've got a legendary character not wanting to lose any piece of his body because his parents gave it to him.
Ha! Soon, Cao Cao will bring light to the world. For that, I'll give him one eye.
So I had to include this in the list. I mean, how can I not include it? I mean, who does this? Nobody. Xiahou Dun is the only crazy-ass dude who would do something like this. The first thing he thinks about when he gets sliced up is pull the eye out and eat it. Who would do that? Nobody but him. And that's why it's here at number 6. I mean, in most of the games, it's displayed, it's shown how it happens, and it's great. I absolutely enjoy the moments when he pushes through, shows his valiant nature coming through of just being that badass character that he was built to be in the game, and him eating his eye is just the cherry on top. For some reason that sounds a little weird because the eyeball cherry. Anyway, Xiahou Dun coming in at number 6 is going to be my pick. Let's go ahead and move on to the top 5 iconic moments from Dynasty Warriors. Now coming in at number 5, the game has done great with this event. They always do it really well in most of the games. You can't really have Dynasty Warriors without this moment, and that's going to be...
Come on! This bridge belongs to me, and the toll for passage is death!
Great moment in the games, one of the most iconic ones. I mean, with each iteration, it's gotten a little bit better. Dynasty Warriors 9 did well. Dynasty Warriors 6, they haven't topped it yet. Dynasty Warriors 6 is the best one. Great moments in the earlier games from him as well, really showcasing that intimidation, the power this character has, the little bit of fear that you have as a player going against him. You know it's not going to be an easy fight, and it just encapsulates everything really well. Zhang Fei is known to be, again, one of those valiant, brawling, tough kind of characters to fight against. He's not a pushover. You ain't getting past Zhang Fei easily, and Changban is his moment to show that he is a badass mofo, you know what I mean? Coming in number 5, that's all I have for him. Let's go ahead and move on to number 4. Now, I limited myself to only one death for this video because a lot of deaths could have been on this, but I went with the most iconic death from the series, and that's going to be coming in at number 4, which is going to be, of course, Mr. Guan Yu.
Though I have failed as a warrior, this is a glorious end. Farewell, and thank you.
Guan Yu has the best cinematic deaths in the series. Hands down, there was nobody else that does it better. When it comes to dying, Guan Yu's got the mantle, huh? His death signifying so much during this time period is, you can't beat it. There's nothing more significant than Guan Yu's death. The things that he puts into motion after his death is unmatchable. I mean, everybody starts to pass away. The Three Kingdoms starts to really go downhill after that. And Guan Yu is always shown fighting to the last. Like, he is going down with a fight. That is a monster of a character, just like his brother in the last number. He is not going down without a fight, and they do his death scene so well, fighting to the last inch, the last breath. And that's why he's coming in here as the only death scene, the only one for this list, at number 4. Now, starting off our top 3, one of the most iconic moments from the game, from one of the most iconic battles from the game. You can't have Dynasty Warriors without it, and I'm assuming it's one of the things that you guys thought about for the list. Coming in number 3, we've got the Battle of Chirby and the fire attack.
Fire! It's a fire ship!
So! On behalf of the entire Sun family, I've come to offer you a warmest greetings!
The series always makes sure to make this event a spectacle of an event. The build-up, the wind blowing, like I talked about with the honorable mention, that always happens. You know, you got the chaining of the ships. It's a big, big moment when the fire tech succeeds in all the games. It's always a huge spectacle. The damage it does to Cao Cao's forces, the morale boost for the allied forces, and just an epic battle between the Three Kingdoms-ish. You know, Liu Bei was still making his way to becoming one, but still the first time we have the main Three Kingdoms in a battle together, fighting, duking it out, and then the fire attack is absolutely beautiful. They always find a way to make it such a good moment in the games, and it is 100% one of the most iconic moments from the game. Not much else to say about it. I mean, it's got to be here. Number 3. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Starting to realize how much of these numbers involve some of the same characters. Anyway, coming in at number 2, we've got another iconic moment from the series. This is an interesting iconic moment. It's the one that starts it all, kind of, for the game. It's the initial dopamine rush of, I'm starting, you know, a new Dynasty Warriors playthrough, or anything really Three Kingdoms related. They always have this event somewhere in that particular media, whatever it may be. Coming in at number 2, one of the most iconic moments from the game. I mean, it doesn't get any more iconic except for number 1, and that's going to be the Oath of the Peach Garden.
Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, from this day, we shall fight as brothers and end the chaos.
Absolutely iconic. You got the cherry blossom trees, you got the just warm atmosphere of this moment, the three brothers there enjoying the moment of this, you know, honestly, like, momentary peace. You know, this momentary, like, we're getting ready to embark on an amazing journey. That's what it feels like. I love the Peach Garden scenes. It's one of my favorites from the games, and yeah, that's what it signifies, at least for me, is that we are on the beginning of a great adventure, and that's what I love about Dynasty Warriors. We are taken on a great adventure, and the Oath of the Peach Garden is one of the ones that starts it all, at least for me personally. And finally, coming in at number 1, it isn't too surprising. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about here. Let's just do it. Number 1, most iconic moment. We know who it is. It's the big boy showing up at Hulao.
It's Lu Bu! Ah! Get out of my way!
Most people, when they think about Dynasty Warriors, there's some story revolved around Lu Bu and Hulao and how I got killed, or how I played my brother or my dad or my sister and we got mopped up by Lu Bu. He signifies iconic for this game. I mean, there's nothing that I can argue against it. Hands down, the most iconic moment from the game. And even with the games that didn't do too well, you know what they did well with? Making sure that this guy looked good for this moment. Every game does it really, really well. Anytime he shows up, it's an oh shit moment. Are we ready for this? How do I get around him? Whatever it may be. You know, for the new game, that's what we're going to be doing. I mean, we might try. I might venture and try just to see what he feels like. But after I die, I'm going to find a way to go around him and make sure that, you know, I don't do that again. But when it comes to iconic scenes in the game, this is the number 1. This is what we're going to be looking forward to for the new Dynasty Warriors games that come out. What does the entrance look like for Lu Bu? What is he going to bring? Where's the intimidation? Even for Wo Long. Even for games, again, that are outside the Dynasty Warriors media, what is it like when Lu Bu shows up? That is how iconic the moment is, and that's why it's here for me at number 1. Well guys, that's all I have for the video here. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, definitely appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe. These are all the moments I can think about, so if you think I missed one or one's out of place or anything like that, let me know down below. If you guys have ideas for videos, let me know, and if they're good, I'll write them down. But that's all I have, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.